So hello again to our new format, Meet the Scientist. And today we have Songhak Yoon with me. Hi, Songhak.
Hi, Jenny.
Thanks for being here today. Songhak is working in the analytics department at Fraunhofer-IWKS, and he's a material scientist and is working on energy materials and also on our Lighthouse project, MaNiTU.
Mhm.
And in MaNiTU, the different Fraunhofer institutes are working on perovskite solar cells. Difficult name. And maybe most of you don't know what perovskites are. So my first question is, what are perovskites?
Yeah, well, perovskite is name of crystal structure, and it comes from the mineral found, and actually it was originally calcium titanate. And perovskite with many different composition with different material property, and with that we can find different applications in our life. You said this project MaNiTU. This project dealing with perovskite solar cell, among all these other applications.
Well, you already mentioned the application for solar cells. And can you explain a bit more how are perovskites used in the solar cells?
Yeah, all right. So usually you may know the silicon-based solar cell, or this is people say first generation, and second generation is semiconductor compound, and then third one is people say perovskite comes now. So perovskite solar cell it consists of multi layers, different materials in thin films, and perovskite is used as a light observer. So perovskite absorbs the light, and this light, solar light, is converted into the electricity with multi layers. And so perovskite have to have very high light absorption ability.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
And in the Lighthouse project MaNiTU, there are many Fraunhofer institutes working on it. What is Fraunhofer IWKS working on in the project?
So we are aiming to develop the material which can replace lead. So we are developing lead-free perovskite, which can be implemented into these multi-layers and without losing efficiency and improving stability. So, lead is toxic, and we want to replace this into another element. So, because EBKS, we consider resource efficiency and sustainability of the futures. So that's our goal. So we screen the material, we develop many different material. We try to synthesize and understand the property, and then we deliver this knowledge into our consortium partners, and then they can develop their then we implement this information into the cell and then test cell so that we can improve the cell both in efficiency and stability without lead.
Okay, sounds very interesting, and also good to see that we start with sustainability and resource efficiency right from the start when developing a new material. So what are the next steps in the project?
So first, we try to screen the candidate material without lead, and we end up with one composition. It's cesium-based bismuth silver bromide. So our two students are working on this field and this material and understanding this material. But nevertheless, still the efficiency is very low reported, and we don't want to lose the efficiency. So the material itself, we synthesize and we understand better. But next step, we want to move on to another material system in our new building, in a new lab. So that's quite exciting and looking forward to this. And this will be most probably team-based, that I can say.
Wow. Very, very interesting. Thanks, Songhak, for sharing. And of course, we will follow you and your research very closely and see what results you come up with. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, as you noticed, we are talking in English today. So, Songhak, maybe you want to share a bit of your personal background, because I'm interested in your personal careers. So, when did you become first interested in material science?
Oh, yes, I'm a material scientist and I'm an experimentalist. So I like hands-on experience. With that, I understand and I learn something new. When was the first time? Maybe I have to say from high school. So I had a very good teacher and he influenced me, inspired me a lot. Indeed, material science have to have good knowledge on physics and chemistry for sure. Yeah. So that all start from high school, I have to say.
Okay. And when did you come to Europe?
It was 2007, October. Yeah. 10th of October, I remember. Yeah. After I finished my PhD in Korea, then I mean Germany was not my top priority. Yeah, and I talked to my wife at that time. I just married, and I talked to my wife. There is option to be there in Germany for a year. So what do you think? And my wife said, why not? So then let's enjoy European life for a year only. Then I thought after 1 year I will be back to Korea. I mean, Korean life. But then it didn't, and it extended now more than 10 years now, right?
Wow, quite a while. Wow.
No.
Okay. So was it difficult for your family to start a new life in Europe and basically in Germany also? I can imagine the language German is not so easy to learn.
Can you understand? I mean, yes, I'm Korean and my wife as well, and the language is really big issues, and sometimes it's like obstacles to integrate into the society. But luckily, in working place of mine, I mean, in the research, English is common language, and of course, my English is not have to be improved still, but I could manage. And if you speak English, then of course not only the language but your scientific potential and ability is more important. I was lucky in professional life. I don't have any problem not speaking good German, but in private life, yeah, sometimes it's hard, right? It's not native language for me, German. I want to improve, but still it's difficult, especially difficult for my wife. And yeah, she was and she has been now still, yeah, struggling with German. But I mean, my two sons, I mean, for them it's like mother language, or they don't find any problem speaking German. Yeah.
So, and at the moment, there's like a big discussion also about racism and discrimination, given also the recent events in the USA. Did you, in your career, ever experience something like this?
Yeah, for me, in professional career or at work, no, not at all. But in private life, sometimes.
So you have been at Fraunhofer-IWKS, I think, for 1.5 years, is that right?
1.5, Jenny.
1.5 already. Well, and but I hope we made you feel very welcome, and we appreciate not only your know-how but also your personality. Your sunny moods, because you're always so friendly. And well, my question is, do you see any improvement, or do you have any suggestions that Fraunhofer or the scientific world could do better?
Mm. So let me start for this one. I mean, nowadays English is commonly used language in science, and every people speak English internationally, right? So in this regard, I would say if we can speak more English, I mean, personally, I will be less stressed, of course. But then on the other hand, also many other international young people, talented people, we can host better, I would expect. See, we speak more German, of course, in the meetings, but if we can speak more English and more communication in email or in presentations, I would expect this is better, but still, on the other hand, I also have to improve my German in speaking and writing. But that's just personal opinion, right? As a foreigner.
It's more also like a more international feeling. Yeah. And yeah, okay.
Yeah. I always believe monotone is boring. Very mixed, heterogeneous atmosphere with that, which means international. In a long-term perspective, we need this kind of increasing our potentials in science or whatever. Yeah.
Understood. Well, diversity is very important for Fraunhofer.
Diversity. That's a good word. Yeah.
And also for Fraunhofer IWKS, which we already live it, and we try to improve. And well, if you're interested now, just check out our website at iwks.fraunhofer.de/career. And there you can find more information on our programs on diversity and also about, of course, open positions. And we want to encourage especially also our international viewers who might be interested, to join us here in Germany, or Fraunhofer also has a lot of sites worldwide. So just check it out and hope to see you soon. Bye.
Check it out.